Nintendo's very own Mario is perhaps the most well-known character in all of gaming. You'd be hard-pressed to find anyone who hasn't at least heard of the Italian meatball. Mario is Nintendo's pride and joy, and because of this, they're often fairly restrictive of the IP. Nintendo tends to play it safe with the Mario franchise, often releasing predictable New Super Mario Bros. After New Super Mario Bros. After New Super Mario Bros. After New Super Mario Bros. Ports. But what if I told you there were some more obscure Mario games? Games that don't follow the traditional Mario platforming formula and offer something that makes them unique and maybe even a bit outlandish. Hi, I'm Frank, and in today's Frank's 5, we'll be discussing 5 of Mario's more obscure outings. Before we get into this video, make sure to leave a like and consider subscribing for future content. It's your support that keeps these videos coming.
Number 5!
When you think of 90s Mario games, what pops into your head? Super Mario World? Super Mario 64? How about Mario Teaches Typing? Not that last one? Believe it or not, Mario has his own series of typing games for 90s personal computers. The first release was in 1992 with Mario Teaches Typing for the MS-DOS. Mario Teaches Typing teaches children the fundamentals of typing while providing them with a fun Mario theme. See, there's Koopas and Troopas, the Princess and the Others, but it's aged horribly and looks like something straight out of a creepypasta. I do, however, credit Mario Teaches Typing for helping me gain an interest in typing as a child. While the fact that Interplay produced a Mario typing game is headache-inducing, things get even stranger in the 1997 sequel. Double the fun in Mario Teaches Typing 2. For the most part, Mario Teaches Typing 2 is more of the same, but with some additional changes and features and an actual plotline. To briefly summarize the story, Mario and Luigi find a magical typewriter that self-destructs when the user has a typo. Mario, being the grammatical scholar he is, incorrectly types Koopa Troopa Paratroopa, resulting in the typewriter exploding into 3 pieces. Now it's up to the brothers to find the scattered pieces, all while avoiding Bowser and his minions. The most notorious part of this game isn't the Bizarro storyline, and it doesn't lie within the actual gameplay either, which is really repetitive and honestly incredibly boring. The real star of the show is actually Mario's freakishly nightmare-inducing noggin. No, not that one, although ugly. One of the new revolutionizing features in Mario Teaches Typing 2 was this obnoxious Mario head that acts as an interluding cutscene.
Ooh, Mario's Tunnel of Doom.
Not only is he annoying as all but that ugly face and gaping eyes just pierce straight into your soul. He looks like he was created by Pam Tree.
Okay.
And did I mention how obnoxious he is? Like, he legitimately says the most random
Hey, do you know the kind of clothes Mario wears? Denim, denim, denim.
Believe it or not, that ugly Five Nights at Freddy's reject Mario head wasn't initially conceived specifically for this game. It actually originated from a 1990s trade show, where they had Charles Martinet hooked up through mocap technology, interacting with guests via a digital display and microphone. I guess it's cool that they would later put this technology to, good use. Not even factoring the fact that Mario decided to play a game of Decap Attack, Mario Teaches Typing 2 just has a very overall eerie tone to it. Everything from the ear-wrenching sound effects to the shoddily-looking graphics just give me a feeling of impending doom. If you've ever played it, I think you'll know what I mean. It's a curse many old PC games are plagued with, but I guess it's just strange to associate it with an officially licensed Mario game.
Number 4!
A subgenre in arcade gaming I don't think gets enough love is pinball. In my humble opinion, Nintendo makes some of the best at-home pinball games, like Pokemon Pinball and its Game Boy Advance sequel, Kirby's Pinball Land, and even Metroid Prime Pinball. Nintendo found creative ways to make all of these games actually feel like their source material. Logically, implementing the Mario franchise into a pinball game makes sense, right? Yeah, that ain't cool. Mario Pinball Land sees Mario crushed up into a little ball in the most painfully f***ed up looking way and send him off on his journey like it's no big deal. Ridiculous premise aside, the game itself really isn't bad. It's actually a lot of fun. Mario must save Princess Peach from Bowser, yet again, no surprises there, although his approach is, well, a little different. The game features 5 unique worlds, most of which being inspired by the various worlds featured within previous Mario games. These range from your typical grassy area, Grassy Greens, to your snowy area, Frosty Frontier Stage. Mario Pinball Land spices things up with a carnival theme, which, if you think about it, is pretty damn fitting for a pinball game. Each of the game's worlds are contained within a main hub world, an amusement park known as the Fun Fair. This hub-like area is incredibly inventive and puts forth the very much needed Mario-esque twist the pinball genre has been lacking. As much as I actually enjoy playing Mario Pinball Land, I still kind of have mixed feelings about it. The game itself is actually a ball, pun intended, but everything about it has and still does feel incredibly strange. I still just can't get over how they implemented Mario into the pinball formula. At least with Kirby being around Puffball and Pokemon living inside Pokeballs, and Samus having her Morph Ball ability, all of those situations actually make sense. But crushing the poor bastard's spine into a knot surely wasn't the best answer. Mario Pinball Land will forever remain one of those games I'm not sure we needed, but I'm glad we have. Plus, had it not been for this game, we would have never received the rapping Mario GIF, which originated from a Japanese commercial for Mario Pinball Land. Why does it exist? Why does anything exist? I think I might be having an existential crisis.
Number 3.
Dance Dance Revolution was immensely popular in the 2000s. Both in arcades, on home consoles, and on those cheap plug-and-play devices, Konami's hit dance game was everywhere, except Nintendo consoles. There was a series of Japanese exclusive Dance Dance Revolution games for the Game Boy, but does that really count? Sure, Guitar Hero worked on a portable, as the guitar controller translated to a handheld much more smoothly, but DDR? Not so much. In 2005, Nintendo partnered up with Konami and Hudson Soft to bring Dance Dance Revolution to the Nintendo GameCube. The trio's creation was a video game mashup I doubt many saw coming. Dance Dance Revolution Mario Mix. While initially jarring, this combination of these two unlikely staples almost seems like it was bound to happen. DDR is one of, if not the, most popular rhythm games, and Mario is the most popular video game character. DDR Mario Mix is visually one of the GameCube's best titles. The game's backgrounds are lush and filled with tons of movement and look like something straight out of Universal's Super Nintendo World. It's still just really weird seeing Mario move around like that. Okay, maybe not as weird as an adult man playing DDR dressed up as Mario, but Waluigi is one of the game's bosses? Probably still not as weird as this guy. Waluigi finally had his chance to shine though, which is kind of hilarious that it just came and went without many people even noticing it. Some of the music tracks in the game are enjoyable, but compared to other games in the DDR franchise, it's pretty lackluster. I think that one of my favorite tracks in the game would likely be Always Smiling, which is one of the few songs that actually contain vocals. Dance Dance Revolution Mario Mix does, however, incorporate some Mario-style minigames, which are a fun distraction away from the typical Dance Dance Revolution formula. Overall, I'm actually really glad that this odd mashup exists. Mario on a dancing quest, battling Waluigi, it's all just weird enough to sound like some DeviantArt fanfic. But it's actually a legitimate game. Believe it or not, I did actually have a lot of fun playing this again, but my fat is ready to pack it away for another 18 years.
Number 2.
The Nintendo Switch is no stranger to non-Nintendo produced Mario games. Sega released Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games, Tokyo 2020. Next Level Games developed Luigi's Mansion 3 prior to being acquired by Nintendo. And Camelot recently dropped both Mario Tennis Aces and Mario Golf Super Rush. But prior to this, in 2017, which was the launch year for the Nintendo Switch, fans were scratching at the bit to see what Mario's first new adventure would be on this new console. I doubt many saw Nintendo handing the reins over to Ubisoft, who would go on to create Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle, a tactical role-playing adventure starring Mario and those annoying Rabbids. You know, the bug-eyed monstrosities that killed the Rayman series for 5 years. I'd rather them had made a Mario and Rayman spin-off, maybe some sort of platformer of some kind, but nope, we got those annoying rabbits. Fortunately, this game is actually really good. The story sees the Mushroom Kingdom get merged together with the world of the Rabbids. This results in many freakishly fugly Rabbid Mushroom Kingdom hybrids, like Rabbid Peach, Rabbid Yoshi, or Rabbid Luigi. No, not that one. There you go. The game sees Mario and friends teaming up with their Rabbid counterparts in a tactical strategy role-playing adventure. I'll admit, I'm not a tactical strategy guy, but Mario plus Rabbids was an incredibly enjoyable experience through and through. Nintendo did give Ubisoft some strict guidelines, explaining that Mario was not allowed to jump as a primary attack. So what was Ubisoft's answer? They decided it was best to give Mario and friends guns. Relax. The weapons are about as PG as a Nerf gun. Ow. And it's not even the first time we've seen Mario use guns. Thanks, Sakurai. Besides, Miyamoto did initially conceive the idea of Mario using a pistol all the way back during the planning stages of the original Super Mario Bros. Oh, how the world would have changed.
Get the out of the card! Get the card! Get the out of the card! Get the card!
Be cool. Be cool. Be cool.
I think the strangest part about this game isn't that Mario crossed over with the Rabbids, or that Miyamoto made the game's director, Davide Soliani, cry. It's that Ubisoft managed to make a Nintendo-quality game that featured those repulsive bastards. I still despise the Rabbids, but I do think Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle displays them in a, dare I say it, charming way. I gotta rinse my mouth out after that one. The game is amazing and I highly recommend it, even to those like myself who don't typically like this style of gameplay. There's also the upcoming sequel releasing this October, so that's something to be on the lookout for. If you'd like to see a video on the sequel, let me know in the doobly-doo.
Number 1!
The 90s saw many Mario spin-off series: Dr. Mario, Super Mario Kart, Mario Paint. These different entries would see Miyamoto's baby taking on many different roles, each resulting in vastly different gameplay. Nintendo experimenting around with the franchise had become less of an oddity. They weren't afraid to have Mario and friends try something new. In 1993, Nintendo licensed out Mario & Gang to the software Toolworks, the studio responsible for such hit releases as Chess Master and Mavis Beacon Teaches Typing. Yeah, I had no idea who they were either, but somehow they convinced Nintendo to allow them to make a Mario game. Mario is Missing. A game that at least lives up to its name. Mario is in fact missing. Mario's Missing is the first game in the Mario franchise to star his younger brother Luigi.
That's Mama Luigi to you, Mario!
The game released on multiple platforms, including the NES, Super NES, and PC. The PC port is probably the most notorious of the three, as this cursed pile of shit is what sourced the one and only Ouija. Regardless of which version you play, your experience is going to be absolutely horrible. The game's box art is incredibly misleading, making all those poor customers in 1993 believe this to be Mario's next big adventure, when in actuality, it's just an educational game that sees Ouija running around the globe asking random locals questions to try to figure out where the he is. Oh, and I guess to find Mario too. There is a story involving Bowser kidnapping Mario, moving to Antarctica, and having his Koopa crew steal a bunch of priceless artifacts from around the globe. All of this so he can in turn sell them to buy hair dryers in which he could use to melt the ice of Antarctica. It's just an absurd plot that makes very little sense, but considering the game that it came from, I'm really not surprised. That's about everything nice I have to say about this game, other than I guess Luigi moves okay? Yeah, it's just a shame. The concept for this game could have been something great, but instead, it's just poop. Do yourself a favor and avoid playing this game. I could see people maybe wanting it for collection purposes, but otherwise, avoid that like the plague. Hey, thanks for making it this far. If you liked what you saw, please leave a like, hit that subscribe button, and click the notification bell. That's how you can stay up to date on all future Frank uploads. Without your support, this channel wouldn't happen. So thanks again, and until next time, peace.
Brothers.